talk about that offline.
Oh, offline. Oh, you ain't what? All right. I said we could have did it for the gram.
Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarks on SoundCloud and IG. Street Smart fan page on Facebook. Street_Smarks on Twitter. ECW Memories with the Goofs.
What's up, goofs?
Courtesy of PWInsider.com. Neckbeard. Nice.
I'm so over Neck Beezy right now and shit. And I don't know, maybe I'll feel differently next week and shit, but the weekend wrestling history has been trash, and I blame it all on Neckbeard. It's nice. I don't know if it's his Neckbeard. I don't know if it's because his name is Ian. It's nice. Probably gets mail from all the other different and maybe he has an attitude problem and gets lazy sometimes. I don't know. That's not my business, nor is it my problem. But my problem is having to do this shit week in and week out, and the motherfucking quality noticeably going down. But what's up, Neck Beezy? I guess we still fucking with you this week.
This week in wrestling history as we see fit. September 3rd, 1941.
Oh, shit.
Jules Lawrence defeats Bob Kinniston for the Midwest Wrestling Association World Junior Heavyweight title in Dayton, Ohio.
Okay.
Beginning Lawrence's second reign.
The Dayton, Ohio saved me from not giving a fuck. Cause for those of you who might be new to the podcast and shit, I am on a conquest to complete the job that Shane Douglas started when he destroyed the multiverse at the Niggas with Attitudes title tournament and recreated it in his own image and shit. And it was okay. It was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are all wrestling fans right now because of it. However, there was one thing that was left unchecked, and that was a little blight, a little disease, a little cancer known as the Funk family. And so I am on a quest to take all of the wrestling titles, singles and tag teams, thanks to the Food. He's going to help me get all the tag team titles. I'm going to capture all those titles, and then I will be able to form the Infinity Championship belt, and I will be able to recreate the multiverse yet again, but this time I will get it right, because there will be no Terry Funk in the new multiverse. In none of the universes, there will be no Terry Funk, there will be no Dory Funk, junior or senior. There will be no Funk daughter, there will be no Funk son, none of that. So that's why I give a fuck about the whatever happened in 1941 in Dayton, Ohio.
Same day, 1954. The NWA begins its annual meeting in St. Louis, Missouri. The following members attended, whether in person or represented by another person. The officers were Sam Mushnick of the St. Louis Wrestling Club.
I know that name.
President Frank Tunney of Maple Leaf Wrestling.
Any relation to WWF President Jack Tunney?
Yes.
Oh, shit, okay.
First Vice President and Heavyweight Championship Committee Chairman Leroy McGurk of Tri-State.
Never heard of him.
Second Vice President Sam Avey of Tri-State. The Treasurer Max Clayton of Omaha. And Membership Committee Chairman. Other members included Paul Bowser of the American Wrestling Association in Boston.
Okay.
Orville Brown of Central States Wrestling. Jim Crockett of Mid-Atlantic. Dory Denton of Western States Sports. Rudy Dusek of New York. Cal Eaton of Los Angeles. Rod Fenton of Phoenix. Ed Don George of Upstate Athletic Club. Paul George of Iowa. Joe Gunter of Mid-America, Alabama, Tex Hager of Idaho, Al Haft of Midwest Wrestling Association, Stu Hart of Stampede Wrestling, Paul Jones of Georgia Championship Wrestling, Al Karasik of Hawaii, Fred Kohler of Chicago, Bill Lewis of Mid-Atlantic, Harry Light of Detroit, Mike London of Colorado, Salvador Luteroff of Empresa Mexicana de Lucha Libre, Clarence Luttrell of Championship Wrestling from Florida, Joe Mousewitz of San Francisco, Cliff Maupin of Toledo, Sam Menaker of El Paso, Joseph Toots Mont of New York, Bob Murray of Seattle, Hugh Nichols of Hollywood, Don Owen of Portland, Eddie Quinn of Montreal, Dave Reynolds of Utah, Morris Siegel of Southwest Championship Sports, Tony Stetcher of Minneapolis Boxing and Wrestling Club, Roy Welch of Mid-America, Tennessee, and women's agent Billy Wolf of Wheatland, Missouri.
No wonder the NWA died. How the hell are you gonna run some shit with 2,000 motherfuckers? Because at first, I thought you were gonna stop at Stu Hart. So I was like, oh, well, that's a real who's who of professional wrestling. And then you kept going for another 20 minutes and shit. I'm like, God damn. Well, no wonder Shane put a bullet in your head and shit. By Eastern y'all got shot in the head by Eastern Championship Wrestling.
1976, Dory Funk Jr. defeats Dennis Stamp for the Amarillo NWA Brass Knuckles title in Lubbock,
The
Texas.
Brass Knuckles title? What the fuck is the NWA doing with a brass knuckle? And how that was probably the first time the public got hip to wrestling being a work and shit. With Dory Funk winning a fucking brass knuckles match and shit, or whatever the fuck and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
1984, the Continental Wrestling Association held the Cadillac Tournament at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis 10. The prize for the winner was a new Cadillac.
Oh.
The only result that mattered. Wildfire Tommy Rich defeats Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Whoa, is there any extra information on that? Like, what did he have, like 6 dudes with him and shit? Did they jump Eddie Gilbert, or did they poison him or something like this? Does it say? It just says Tommy Rich. It had to be some shit in the game, though, because there's no way Eddie Gilbert is losing clean to Tommy Wildfire Rich. I'm sorry.
1989, the NWA...
Hold on, I'm sorry. Ain't Tommy Rich the one who... Eddie Gilbert ain't losing to that motherfucker.
1989, the NWA held an event before 15,500 fans at the Omni in Atlanta. The result that matters. NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair defeated the living legend Terry Funk in a Texas death match to retain the title.
Woo! Woo!
2006, Nikita Alanov defeats Sam Siege at the Martins Ferry, Ohio, for the Black Diamond Wrestling Heavyweight title, beginning his 3rd reign.
I'm gonna remember that for the next wrestling game. Nikita Allen.
September 4th, 1902, George Hackenschmidt defeats Tom Cannon for the European Greco-Roman Heavyweight title in Liverpool, England, ending Cannon's 2nd reign.
Hey man, hey Fuge, I get it. I get that George Hackenschmidt was like the Bruno of his day back in 1902 and shit. But every time Neckbeard writes something about this motherfucker, we don't have to hear about George Hackenschmidt. Because outside of him being old as fuck and him being I guess the biggest draw for carnivals and shit and state fairs back in the day, Big Frupp and Whoop, he's not really a big deal.
Same day, 1911, in their second meeting.
And the other mother, here you go.
Frank Gotch defeats George Hackenschmidt in 2 straight falls to retain the World Heavyweight title before 30,000 fans at Comiskey Park.
Who do I blame, you or Neckbeard? Because, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I should go off on both of y'all. Because on one hand, that we get this shit from him. But on the other hand, you have the disclaimer, it's wrestling history as we see fit. So you see fit to include this shit from Frank Gotch. And I didn't even know that he fought George Hackenschmidt. So in 1902 and 1911 and shit, George Hackenschmidt is still out here. In 2018, we're still talking about him, everybody. This nigga never won the NWA title. He never won the WWF title. He never won the NXT championship. This nigga was never in New Japan and shit. This nigga ain't got no YouTube channel. And yeah, here we are talking about these old ass motherfuckers who just so happen they got the biggest crowds at the fucking carnivals. Thanks, Fuge. I'm glad we're getting a new segment because it's thanks to Neckbeard and apparently it's because of us because this is how we see fit and shit. Let me turn my ringer off on my phone.
1941, Gorgeous George Wagner defeats Billy McEwen for the Pacific Coast Junior Heavyweight title in Eugene, Oregon, ending McEwen's second reign.
All right, well, at least I know who Gorgeous George.
September 5th, 1938.
Oh, god damn. Are we still in the World War era and shit?
Bob Keniston defeats Chick Dude.
What?
Chick Dude? What the fuck?
Oh, you know it's bad when you say what the fuck.
I just copy this shit from Neckbeard. Whatever. I type in my hotkeys, try to find, some shit that's pertinent to the show.
Oh, this shit is terrible.
And nothing comes up, so I just grab the first shits, some shit that happened at the turn of the century. Fuck it. Throw it in there.
Oh, no.
Chick Dude. This is the first transgender in wrestling.
Man, I will do a terrible movie review in the place of this sheet.
Wrestling history is about to go the way of Street Smart Cinema and the weekly fuck shit with the goofs.
I think we should bring back Street Smart Cinema, though. I know I say and shit a lot, but...
He won the World Junior Heavyweight Championship. 1968, Bob Geigel and Bulldog Bob Brown defeats Ron Etchison and Sonny Myers in Kansas City, Kansas, to win the NWA North American Tag Team title.
Oh, see, I was expecting you to say the Niggas with Attitudes North American Tag Team title, and then at least you would have saved that headline and shit. But that all went to shit right there. The whole thing, from 1968 to NWA North American Tag Team title, Bob Geigel and Bob Brown. Oh, Bob and Bob. Yeah, oh, look at that. The Bed and Breakfast defeated Ron Etchison and Sonny Myers, everybody.
1973, Terry and Ron Garvin defeat Tojo Yamamoto and Johnny Marlin in Nashville, Tennessee to win the Niggas with Attitudes Mid-America Tag Team title.
There we go.
September 6, 2003, Nigel McGuinness defeats Chad Collier for the Heartland Wrestling Association title in Batavia, Ohio.
I don't even know where that is, and that sounds like someplace Dr. Doom would hang out at. But it don't even matter because I'm coming for the Heartland. I think that's already on my list, but if it's not, it's definitely going on there.
The 2009 Niggas with Attitudes Hall of Fame class comprised of Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, the late Dennis Coralluzzo, Jerry Jarrett.
Oh, wait a minute. Coralluzzo, the guy who got gumped into being on video in ECW's parting gift to the NWA before Shane shot him in the head and shit and recreated the multiverse. That guy?
That is correct. The man of 1,000 masks, Mil Mascaris.
Oh, okay.
The father, Tully Blanchard, new and old. Canada's greatest athlete, Gene Kiniski, and the living legend,
Oh my God.
Terry Funk.
Oh my God. I'm glad I wasn't swigging on no friggin' beer and shit. That just made the whole fucking class well, it's already the NWA Hall of Fame, so it might as well be the motherfucking 93rd and Union Hall of Fame and shit. So but even still, I'd have more respect for the 93rd and Union Hall of Fame because I know the living legend Terry Funk wouldn't be in it.
September 7th, 1927. Jack Reynolds wins his 4th world welterweight title from Burt Willard in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, all right, there we go. What title is that again?
World welterweight title.
The world with I slim down for that fucking. Oh shit, don't fuck it. I'm Hollywood the Great One. Shit, don't have to slim down for nothing. I just take it.
1953. Cyclone Anaya and Tommy Martindale defeats Cowboy Carlson and Dory Funk Sr. for the Niggas with Attitudes Southwest Tag Team title in Abilene, Texas.
Yeah, that's how you get that ass whooped, Dory. Fuck you, punk.
1964. NWA World Heavyweight Champion Lou Thesz defeats American Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion Carl Krauser, Carl Gotch, in Columbus, Ohio to unify the titles.
Okay. Oh, so somebody did a little light work for me. Okay, then, shoot. Now that's relevant. We could roll with that.
1981. Dory Funk Jr. defeats El Grand Apollo to win the NWA Florida television title in Tampa, Florida.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's that fucking pact coming into play, everybody.
1985. The World Wrestling Federation held an event in the Boston Garden. The result that matters is Terry Funk
How does that matter?
with Jimmy the Mouth of the South Heart pinning George Wells after reversing a sunset flip into a roll-up.
We talked about this once before. George Wells is an author. So how the fuck is he gonna... How do you get any claim to beating the motherfucking author of 1984 and shit? And the Big Brother and shit. You know, it's a lot of free thought and it's a lot of things that people are talking about are aware of because of the work and the literature that George Wells has put forward and shit. And apparently he dabbled in wrestling a little bit and shit. I don't know why. Especially he's a big time author and shit. So, but Terry Funk beating that man and shit. I mean, what is that to brag about? Why is that wrestling news and shit?
The person you're looking for is George Orwell.
Orwell. That's right.
Same day, 1986. The WWF held an event at the Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The result that matters. WWF Tag Team Champion Davey Boy Smith defeats Johnny K9, who was subbing for Dory Funk Jr.
So not only do we have a dog fight, basically a dog fighting match and shit. We have somebody subbing, willing to stand in the place of Dory Funk Jr. and shit. I don't know what to make of that. But I feel like that's some Illuminati shit somehow.
Same day, 2002, Julio De Niro defeats Dick Trimmins. Pause.
Who did he defeat?
Dick Trimmins. To win the vacant New Era Pro Wrestling Triple Crown title in Painesville, Ohio.
Oh shit, I don't know if I want anything that Dick Trimmings has been a part of.
And finally, September 8th, 1964, former ECW World Champion Scott Levy, also known as Raven, was born. Levy also worked as Scotty the Body, Scotty Flamingo in WCW, Johnny Polo in the WWF over the course of his long career.
Okay, happy birthday, Raven. Is today the 8th? Oh, today is the 8th. Yeah, happy birthday, Raven.
And on that note, we open up the cross-dimensional gravitational positron so you can enter the Sandman. That's what she said. Peace.
Peace.